Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with yet another AEW pay-per-view review. This is actually AEW and NJPW Forbidden Door, my review of this pay-per-view. Now, I have to make it clear, I did not actually watch the show in full. This review will be based off what I saw from highlights and all that. So yeah, and being that my man Jay White, had wrestled at this pay-per-view and defended the title, I knew I wanted to get a review up. I tried finding links for the show, but none of them worked. Alright, so this is strictly based off highlights. I apologize if this is disappointing. I've had a pretty terrible day, honestly. So please understand and please forgive me. Alright, but the show happened tonight. I imagine it probably happened just a couple hours ago now, like since it ended. But based off highlights, this looked like a pretty fun show. It was plagued with injuries, like Bryan Danielson, Red Dragon, and even during the show there seemed to be some injuries and all that. But yeah, remember, this is based off highlights. This is not like a full-on proper review of the show, but I wanted to have this up, okay? And now we have 3 buy-in pre-show matches, but I'm not going to talk about those. Opening match, we have the 6-man tag team match. The winning team would receive the man advantage for the Blood and Guts match. I don't know what that means. I know a Blood and Guts match is basically like AEW's War Games or whatever, but anyway. So Team Jericho, Chris Jericho, Appreciation Society consisting of Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara and Minoru Suzuki versus Eddie Kingston, Shota Umino, and Wheeler Yuta. Being that I saw this by highlights, obviously this would all have been cut, but this seemed to be, again, just based off the highlights, a really fun, cut to the chase tag team match, or 6-man tag team match. And a lot of people really enjoyed Shota Umino's performance in this match right here. Anyway, Suzuki and the Jericho team ended up winning the match. So, yeah. I don't know what more to say, really. But yeah. And next up, we have the 3-way winner-takes-all tag team match for both the ROH World Tag Team Championship and IWGP Tag Team Championship. We have FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood, who were the Ring of Honor champions, versus the United Empire, consisting of Great Khan and Jeff Cobb, who are the IWGP Tag Champions, and Roppongi Vice, consisting of Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. This seemed to be another fun match too. Honestly, I don't remember at all the highlights from this part. But FTR got the win. They're doing the tag team version of the belt collector gimmick. I don't like the belt collector gimmick. Alright, so I don't care for this, but yeah. And next up we have the 4-way match for the inaugural AEW All Atlantic Championship. Is this going to be like the United States Championship or something? Because I feel like the TNT Championship is like the Intercontinental Championship. And I guess this will be like the US version, or maybe it'll be the other way around. Anyway, this seemed to be a fun match. Malachi Black, who I was rooting for, seems to be doing cool in this match. Miro did a bunch of slams in this match, which was pretty cool. And Clark Connors spared, I think, I forgot who he spared through. There was a table spot in this match. I know that it was Clark Connors who did the move, but I forgot who got put through the table, actually. Anyway, so Pac actually taps out, I think, Clark Connors to become the inaugural AEW All Atlantic Champion. Another fun match. And next up, we have another six-man tag team match consisting of dudes with attitudes, consisting of Darby Allin, Sting, and Shingo Takagi, versus Bullet Club, consisting of Al Phantasmo, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and that's the match. The match actually, before the match even started, we had Sting freaking jumping off the freaking stage thing onto the Bullet Club. That was dope. Then the match actually started. Darby Allin did a couple coffin drops. He missed the first one, but I think he got the second one. Sting was trying to do some type of dive of his own, but then he got super kicked. And Shingo Takagi actually got the win for the team. So, cool. Next up, we have the AEW Women's World Championship match. We have Thunder Rosa defending against Toni Storm. This was a pretty good... actually, no. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't remember any... the highlights for this part seemed to have just breezed through the match. We didn't really get to see highlights, but Thunder Rosa won, retained, whatever, not surprising. And next up we have IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship match. We have my man Will Ospreay defending against Orange Cassidy. Now these two actually seem to have some pretty dope chemistry. Yeah, Will Ospreay, he loves to fly around the ring. You have Orange Cassidy, kind of being Orange Cassidy, basically, for this match. A lot of cool stuff in this match. Will Ospreay missed some moves and all that. He did a bunch of moves to Orange Cassidy, and Will Ospreay got the win with that move when he, kind of like how AJ Styles does that, low clothesline type move, except Will Ospreay's version is to the back of the head. He did that move, retained the IWGP US Championship. Next up, we have Zack Sabre Jr. versus an opponent of Bryan Danielson's choosing, because I believe this was originally supposed to be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bryan Danielson, but Bryan Danielson got injured. And this is cool. His opponent turned out to be Claudio Castagnoli. Yep, Cesaro, formerly known as Cesaro. He is in AEW. He's all elite. Predictable as heck. And come on. Everyone's like, oh my god, such and such is in AEW. Bro, that was the most predictable thing ever. I mean, that's cool, but you're acting like this is some type of shocking thing, like crying out loud. Anyway, Claudio was basically Cesaro in this match. He did the Cesaro swing. And I didn't really get the gist of this match from the highlights I saw. I'm sorry, the highlights I watched for this was only 25 minutes. But he got the win. Claudio got the win. Congratulations. Now we have the match that I really cared about the show for. That'll be the 4-way match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. My man, Jay White, my Kiwi brother, defending against Hangman Adam Page, Kazuchika Okada, and Adam Cole. Yeah. Now this match looked awesome. You had Okada and Jay White focusing on each other, Adam Page and Adam Cole focusing on each other. You had Okada do that diving cross-body move to the outside in the past the barricade area. He did that to pretty much everyone in this match. That was cool. We don't often see NJPW do 4-way matches either. So, and everyone in this match has been in NJPW. And this just seemed like a really fun 4-way between these guys. Jay White taking some stuff. Jay White doing a brain buster to Okada on the apron, it seemed. And then let's just skip to the end. My man Jay White. I think Okada looked like he was going to get the win, but then Jay White came in and Blade Runnered Okada, and then he Blade Runnered Adam Cole for the 1, 2, 3, and And Jay White, my man, thank God, retained the title. So happy about that. And I heard, I saw, Facebook posts saying, Adam Cole was supposed to kick out, after, but he must have been injured or something like that, or he forgot to kick out or something like that. And, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Maybe Adam Cole was injured and all that, but, and people are like, Cole was screwed. Whatever, man. I'm just happy Jay White retained. I'm happy to have some review of some sorts of him as champion on my channel. Then we're going to the main event. Interim AEW World Championship match, Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroshi Tanahashi, he's basically the New Japan's John Cena. But he seemed to play like an underdog type thing in this match, which was cool. Speaking of John Cena, I'm so excited for him to return tomorrow. But also, Jon Moxley did the STF in this match to Hiroshi Tanahashi. Jon Moxley got busted open real bad in this match, which was badass. And he choked out Hiroshi Tanahashi to become the first ever two-time AEW World Champion. And did he face CM Punk before, in WWE when he was Dean Ambrose? I don't know, but that's really cool. That because CM Punk, he's injured and all that, but not stripped of the title. But yeah, I can't really have a full-on opinion on the show. Hopefully, I can get the show on DVD one day. Especially for that IWGP 4-way match. That's what's up. And yeah, that's your boys' thoughts on AEW x NJPW Forbidden Door pay-per-view based off highlights. Remember that, based off highlights. And I'm happy to have this up. Alright. Like I said, I had a pretty terrible day. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm your boy Mark Sanders. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.